All right, guys. What's up? What's going on? Basically, on this video, I'm gonna explain how I passed my 150K account on Topsted. I was using TopstepX. I want to show you how consistently you need to be on these accounts to get it to $9,000 because that's the profit target. You guys can see on the screen that's basically what I did. I want to show you guys how your approach to these accounts, because basically in my opinion, you have to take one e-mini, one contract, which will be enough to pass this account. I don't think you need two contracts, and if you do, I mean, yes, you can do, but to me, who are brand new to founder accounts, to pass these evals consistently and be in a scale I'm gonna show you guys like this. To me, it's better to go and start making money like this, 1K, 1,500, not 800. And then let me go over the whole thing so you guys can see I already passed it. I haven't started yet. So the whole thing, you guys can see the whole scale over here, right? I'm about to show you the journal. So I basically start on April 3rd and I finish in May 2. So basically that's 1 month. Total days is 20 days, that I trade. Which is not that bad, but it's 1 month. Remember, this is the biggest account tops that it has. So, to explain you these guys, I only took 3 L's in this account. I'm about to show you. So my whole journal was basically here. You guys can see WWW and then a L lost 1,300. There's a second one right here, 1,300, and then this one I went too much. I tried to pass it on this day because I was close to my trades. Took three trades. You guys can see what happened when you do that. I'm basically trading NQ and GC at the same time on this account. But that's the whole. So it's 23 counts of trading. That's the whole days. I basically journal everything. You guys can see here that one trade, perfect IFBG, and then to the day I finish. So basically right here, that's the last day. I that was the only trade I needed, 957, and then I was done. But let me show you the days I lose money. So this day you guys can see what happened. It's try to take this. Really, it was not IFBG yet. But you guys can see 2 trades to jump on a trade really fast, and then that's what happened. So but my daily loss hit. I set out my daily loss to 1,600, but it also trails down if I'm losing money, and I like that because I don't want to overtrade, because when I overtrade I do a lot of mistakes. So I like the thing on Topsted. I cannot show you yet because this is my first account on TopstepX, but they have a daily loss where they can show the daily loss even if you win or you're losing money. So it kind of helps me, because and then I didn't lose 1,600, I lost 1,300, which is great. The next day I went 1K, the next day 700. So basically I already made my losses. But you guys can see the whole journal here, all the way down there. So it's $9,000, 23 counts. But the only thing that I want to show people here is see how the scale is consistently, even if I'm losing money, it's still growing up. And that's what I want to see from everyone who started on these accounts, on these evals. I don't want to see anyone making the first day half of the profit target, right? Because to me, that's crazy. How the fuck are you going to make 4,500? I'm able to do that. I done this on these accounts. But to me, for brand new, it's better to have days like 1K, 1,500, 800 bucks. That adds to the account. The second thing I want to show for this account, I was risking this. That was my whole setup. So 200 ticks, which is 1K. That was my target I was trying. And if later on a little bit, so there's days I made 1,500. But most of the time it was my goal on this account for a day. It was to make 1K and be done for the day. But sometimes you get break even. I will close early, but it could be 800 bucks. But I was risking 550 bucks, so 110 ticks. So that was 200 ticks and 110 ticks. So that was the whole setup. I was always looking at an NQ for E-minis. That was the whole thing, even for short, same thing. But that was my whole setup to pass this account, and you guys can see how like consistently it goes up. Even if I'm losing money, you guys can see I lost money here, I lost money here, and I lost money here. But look at this. See how like I lost a lot of money here, but I got back to the market and got it. You see, here what happened, I remember this day I was trying to finish it really quick on this day, but it didn't happen. Mistakes happens, daily loss hits, and then I go back to it. But to me, try to not lose 2K in this account per day. And if you're losing $2,000 in this account, something you're doing it wrong, because $2,000 on this account is a lot of money. You shouldn't be losing that money. I think the max you can lose per day on these accounts to be consistently is 1,500, 1,300, and probably 1K if you not minimize that. But remember, this is an eval. Once I go express account, is gonna be different. It's gonna be a whole different approach how I get those accounts. I'm not risking this amount of money. I'll go basically on macros, trade 3, make 200 a day so I can get my payouts. But when it comes to evals, just think about this is fake money. It's an eval. They're just trying to show a platform how you trade. To me, you have to go aggressive or either like this way. But do not gamble. If you go, to me, it's like I can pay this account in 3 days or 1 week. But basically, what I need is basically a perfect setup to go and do that. So I can make 4K in 1 day, 4,500 in 1 day, and I'll be done the next day. I'll make 2K, 3K, and then you'll be done with this account. But to me, I want to see everyone who is in my Discord to be trading like this, because that shows consistently I can lose 1 day, I can lose the second day, but as long as I'm sticking with my rules and my journal, then you can see how this account grows to hit you daily, your profit target. So you guys can see everything is there. The worst day was 1,700. That's basically what I put over here. I'll show you guys right here. So that was the worst day because I over try to risk a little bit more to pass this account, but yeah, things happens. So yeah, that's what you get when try to overtrade. You guys can see this, to me, is overtrading, but like yeah, everything is there. I basically try to like journal the whole thing, what happened, break evens, but that's how you're supposed to pass these accounts, and get it to the best thing. Because to me, that's how you can get on these accounts and then for the rules for the express accounts, it will be totally different. I think I will not approach like this. And if I'm trying, it's different. I will look for the best setup to check one contract, but for now, I'm gonna build this account with macros and then I will move to e-minis. And yeah, that's basically a whole video. I'm gonna put my link for the journal so you guys can have access to this and see the whole thing. Well, that's all. And then yeah, you're supposed to be journal so you guys can see where's your mistakes, where you lacking, what you did, and that's the whole thing for this. All right, guys, that's pretty much all.